Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Cohn, editorial director here at Spin, and we're here today with Reach NYC. How's it going, guys?
Good.
How you
How
doing,
are
brother?
you?
I'm good. And Renee, when you wrote "Killing Time," you touched on a lot of personal issues, including your relapse and your depression. So I just wanted to see how you're doing with regards to that, because the old saying is sex, drugs, and rock and roll in the music biz. And have you found that your sobriety changes your relationship to your music or your fans?
You know what? I just have this whole crew of like musicians that are a whole sober crew like that. When I first got sober again 3 years ago, it was like the pandemic, so we just hooked up, and it's a lot of guys in big bands, and we were all on Zoom meetings together. One is the headlining tonight that I'm friends with, but it's just we're definitely a tight thing, and I think being being through it all, it's just it's just not part like being honest with people. I think is the best thing, and for me to say, tell my story in that song is just it helped me out mentally, emotionally, every which way, and I hope people feel it.
What do you guys think as a support system for him? What lessons have you learned along the way that have empowered you guys to be there?
I think some of the music and everything that we're doing is kind of more therapeutic, for helping that. It's like some form of therapy. You know what I mean? That just helps it kind of come together, and we're kind of a band of brothers that rally behind him, and get his back as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, I had quit playing music. My close friend passed away. I was in a depression. If Dante literally was talking to my wife, a lot of my friends were really worried about me. So Dante with Marcos from POD and Jacoby, they basically had a talk with me and said, "Listen, we're gonna do a bunch of shows with POD and Papa Roach. You're getting your band back together. Let's go." So Dante over here definitely helped save my life. So
Gotta be a friend.
So we literally started the band again after 17 years, and we were playing just for the love of it. And it was kind of imagine all the years of you trying to get a record deal. We got a record deal in 2002. We put out a record in 2003. It was just like a monumental thing just to get one. And then when we got one, we really didn't get a shot. You know what I'm saying? So we were like, all right. So we were getting dropped 2003. My wife literally was pregnant. I didn't have a job. Matt Pennyfield calls me up. It's like, I got an A&R job, and that was it. And I stopped playing music, and pretty much playing that again just because the love of playing is just so emotional. We didn't have any other. We weren't trying to get a record deal. We weren't trying to get a manager. We weren't trying to get anyone. But just playing for the love. And then next thing you know, we had an EP deal with the Orchard, and then we had a full-on record deal. We're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
And listen, you guys ever see that movie, The Rookie, with Dennis Quaid? That's how we're living The Rookie right now.
Nice.
And then we got these two young guys here.
Yeah, we added a younger appeal to the band, maybe.
How have in the years since you guys first got going, what do you think the perception that the music industry has around sobriety?
Well, I mean,
Helpful, right?
I think right now, with Music Cares and all these outlets to help musicians, none of us have insurance and stuff, and so I see it. Definitely, they're more aware, but people need to be way more aware. You know what I'm saying? If a management company has somebody who's obviously going off the rails, maybe they should put them in treatment instead of letting them go on tour in South America. You know what I'm saying? It could be definitely preventable. A lot of these deaths, all the deaths from overdosing could have definitely been preventable if there was somebody on the team that knew what addiction is and how to help it. You know what I'm saying? It's there's definitely people out there that could help, and I think the music industry should definitely lean on these people more, especially when they see somebody in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. And what have you guys learned from people in your life that are in recovery?
I'm pretty much the only person in life.
No, but I'm saying as a support system, you guys probably see things a bit differently coming through other avenues now.
So, rough road. Yeah, I actually grew up with my mom being very freshly sober when I was born. So I grew up going to AA meetings 5 days a week as a kid, and I got to see like really young what that meant for people and like what that did to people, and it definitely I know it helped me growing up seeing that and like seeing how troubled some people really had it. It really helped me like stay focused, and as I went to my adulthood, be able to like I understood like what the consequences of addiction in general is.
Yeah, it's powerful at a young age to see that, because you know that you're maybe not consciously but maybe subconsciously being there, that you are susceptible potentially to that.
Yeah, totally.
And
Personal experience, I was raging alcohol until 27. Decided to turn it around. Didn't help that my wife threw my assets on the front lawn of the house, but it was a good wake-up call. And been sober ever since, so I help whoever I can. Went back to martial arts, that whole thing, and on that road, and I put it out there to whoever I can and pull in whoever I can to help. It's quite a jump.
How have you found that to be just healing, being able to like become involved in like martial arts and other activities?
Discipline. You don't have discipline, you got nothing. A lot of people use excuses, use crutch for the week, I say. Get it together. It's not easy, but if you have someone to lean on, it'll drag you in, take advantage. It's important, because one bad night out, especially in today's times, that's it. It's over. So be careful, everyone.
especially
you young
fentanyl
kids.
out there, like people like are just dying left and right. They think they're doing like something else, and fentanyl is in there, and people are just dying everywhere. Pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean, just in general with younger kids and things like that, there's always someone that you can look out to, right? There's always someone that you can lean on as a support system. Don't give up, anything, like that. So, I mean, I had a long road with him as well. I've seen a lot of it, and I never left his back,
I mean, he literally was with me when I first got sober in the 90s. And then, through my relapse, these two guys have been like nothing but the most amazing support system. And then
it just comes through the music.
And being a band again, and like I know I could rely on these guys anytime. And when they see me leave rehearsal early on Sunday nights, they know I'm just going on my AA meeting. Literally. They know it. They're like, all right, I know where he's going.
What would you say to people who have family members struggling with addiction, or to a person who is early in their recovery?
I would say take it one day at a time. Talk to your sponsor.
Don't be scared to get the help you need.
Yeah.
Most important. Face it. Look in the mirror and wake up call, man. If you're a disaster, you'll know. And someone who's really your friend, they'll let you know, instead of just coasting you along and then you're not here, right? So that's all I got. That's it.
Don't be afraid to open up and talk to anybody that you need. Whether you may not be able to talk to your parents or something like that. There might be friends. There might be, other people that you can lean on that are important to you. Or it could be your parents. It depends what kind of relationship you have. But there's always someone there. No one's gonna say, just leave you alone. To die. That's the worst thing. So.
Well, thanks guys for dropping by.
Thank you.